Eliza Cava.
Chairman Mendelson, thank you for the opportunity to testify today. I am Eliza Cava, Vice President of the Barnard Bears Parent Teacher Association. It is an honor to be a DCPS family and a PTA leader. At Barnard, our motto is "Only the best is good enough," and the PTA is proud to support our remarkable and dedicated principal, Dr. Reed, and her excellent team of faculty and staff. First, on responding to federal threats in our schools, others have said very eloquently, but I just do want to emphasize that we need to hear from DCPS, the Chancellor, and the Mayor on how they will respond to these interlocking threats, from loss of federal funding for low-income students and students with disabilities, to threats to cultural celebrations like Black History Month, to, yes, loss of local control of our schools. I have more in my written testimony. We have a need for clarity in communications with our immigrant students and families. You've heard from external advocates, but I want to echo again that at our school, so far, the federal threat that has most manifested is definitely fear, real fear about newly aggressive federal immigration enforcement. With the guidance that was issued by the Office of Attorney General on January 24th, it's been very confusing what the instructions actually are for principals to do with that guidance on whether they can communicate openly to families. This confusion has left PTO leaders, myself included, to scrambling to fill the gap. Perhaps there is a logical or policy reason that DCPS is choosing not to clearly utilize and communicate the OAG guidance, but this has not been communicated with us, leaving us struggling on our own to best support some of our most vulnerable students and families. Please ask DCPS to either clearly communicate in writing to principals that they can follow the OAG guidance in fully, or provide other direct guidance on what else schools can do to support our immigrant families. Strengthening elementary to middle school feeder patterns. Another challenge we have is that this year, Barnard saw one of our smallest classes of fifth graders ever. Our feeder middle school, McFarland, has a beautiful renovated campus, an impressive dual language curriculum, and a dedicated new principal. However, it is also dogged by a decades-old reputation for challenges like fighting and its formerly neglected physical building. Therefore, many of our families churn in fourth grade. They either play the lottery to go to a different school in another feeder pattern, they lottery for a charter whose middle school starts in fifth grade, or they even move out of DC or across the park. Charter schools in particular target for recruitment our proficient and advanced scholars who may have been at Barnard for 7 of their 10 years of life. And of course, every family is trying to make the best decisions for their children, but our school gets destabilized in the fifth grade with relationships broken up amongst children and their teachers. However, if parents of fourth graders can easily learn more about the realities of their in-boundary middle school and determine that it is at least acceptable before fifth grade, they may not feel so pressured to move early and can wait until lotterying for middle school in the fifth grade. So middle school family education should be supported by central office, perhaps via a middle school fair in each ward. Asking parents to travel across town to EdFest on one day a year is too far for many families. Finally, and I'll be quick, we need help with the school website. It's been a struggle for the school to maintain its own website. The PTA tries. We have our own website, but we cannot and should not officially represent the school. The school really needs central office support for a school-based website, and it has been frustrating to learn that each school is essentially on its own in creating and maintaining such a website. Thank you for the opportunity to testify and for your support of our scholars throughout the city.
Thank you, Ms. Cava.